How do you buy on CDKeys and make sure the games or whatever you buy actually work for you? I'm going to show you this step by step. First of all, I'll leave the link in the description so you can come and sign up. Simply go to the CDKeys platform. I'll leave you the link as I mentioned. And up here on the right, click on this icon that looks like a person, and here you can create your account directly. You can use Google, link it directly with PayPal, or if you don't want to use those options, you can just enter an email address and a random password. Now, it's not necessary, for example, if you're going to buy a Steam game or a game from another platform, to use the same email here as you do on the other platform. It doesn't matter. You can create it with any email, and it can be different. I just registered here, and it says I earned a badge or something like that. Let's click the X. Now we have our email set up, and it says, "Welcome to CDKeys." All set. Once you've done this, now we can look for the game you want. For example, in this case, Minecraft. So let's type it in here, and something really important is going to show up. You're seeing the games available for your region, in my case, Colombia. If you want to see all the games, click here. Why is this important? Because some games are geo-locked. What does this mean? It means that you might see one game that's cheaper than another. But what's happening is that game is only, for example, for Europe or for Mexico, or for a country that's not yours. And maybe you're using a VPN. If that's your case, then go ahead and click here instead, and it will load games available for all kinds of countries. And as you can see here, for example, this one is exclusively for Europe and the United Kingdom. As you can see, it's cheaper than the ones we saw in Colombia, which is my region. But when I try to activate it, it probably won't let me, because this only works for Europe and the United Kingdom. So that's something important to keep in mind. Now I'm going to switch back to Colombia because, well, I'm from Colombia, so I can see the prices available there, and now the games will show up for me directly. So here, this WW means worldwide. What does that mean? It basically means it works anywhere in the world. You don't need to be in a specific place, but sometimes these, since they're for everyone, can end up being a bit more expensive. Now we're going to do something really important, which is to check this same game on the official website to see what price difference there is. So here it says Java and Bedrock Edition PC. So I'm going to go over here to the Minecraft website. Here I'll dig a little deeper, and the platforms will show up for me. So it says Windows, Mac, Linux, Xbox, PlayStation, etc. In this case, it would be for Windows, which is PC. So we click where it says Buy Now, and here we'll see the option to buy it, whether it's the basic Minecraft, which is Java Edition, Bedrock Edition, and the Minecraft launcher, or a better deal that includes more things, let's say, within this game. But in this case, as we can see here, it's Java and Bedrock Edition. Java is this one, Bedrock Edition is basically the same, but here it shows up for me at €29.99. So what happens? Obviously, if I go to, let's say, buy it here, it cost me $140,794, while on CDKeys it cost me $62,000. For those of you from another country, well, you can see by the numbers that it's practically half or even more than half that we're saving. Now, to buy it, we just click where it says Buy Now, and it will be added to our cart here. And then we click on Secure Payment, or PayPal if we want to pay directly. If not, we can keep choosing other games. And if we want to see this directly, we can click where it says View Cart. And here we'll see a summary of all the games we've added. Now, here it shows us the total saved. Look, I think it basically matches up because I believe it uses the official platform's price as a reference. And what we're going to do is click on Secure Payment. Here in Secure Payment, what will happen is that it will show us PayPal, which is the preferred payment method because it's very fast and very simple. Or you can pay by card through checkout. Here, let's say I haven't heard many complaints from people saying this is a scam or that your data gets stolen. But as with any website, it's always recommended to use prepaid cards. That is, cards that aren't credit cards and don't have a balance. Because if something were to happen, it's much better. If they try to overcharge you, they won't be able to because your card will have a limited balance. And you can also pay with crypto, which means you directly transfer using the cryptocurrency that appears here. But anyway, in this case, we're going to choose between PayPal or paying with a card. In our case, we're going to select Pay with Card. And here, what it's going to do is ask us for our information: first name, last name, address, city, state, province, postal code, phone number, and then here the card number, along with the month, year, and security code. Remember that no one should ever ask you for this information. Not in the comments of this video nor on the website, or if someone contacts you and says, "Give me this information." This is information that we only enter on this site right here. Don't share it with anyone else, This is completely private information. Here, I don't recommend selecting Save this card for future use because it will be stored on the platform. All you need to do is check the box that says I accept the terms and conditions, then click Buy Now to make the payment. If you have a discount code, I'll leave it in the video description, and then you just click Buy Now and that's it. So, what happens next? Once you've entered all your information and clicked Buy Now, you'll receive an email with a code, which could be a combination of letters and numbers. You just use that code on the platform where you bought the game to activate it, and that's all there is to it. In fact, right here it says redeem a copy. So what you do is redeem it with the code, enter it here, click send, and that's it. Now, something that happens to a lot of people is that the email will be sent to the account you registered with. You need to have access to that account in order to receive the code. But what happens to a lot of people is that the code might be duplicated, meaning someone else has already redeemed it. And obviously, that's an error on CDKeys platform. What you can do in that case is simply send them an email. They always reply and usually say something like, sorry about the duplicate code, we'll send you another one. And sometimes they might even give you extra discount codes as well. But if you don't run into any problems, you just activate it and that's it. And to clear up any general questions, when you buy games here, it's not like the code only lasts for a month or 5 days and then they take it away from you. No, when you buy a game here, it's yours forever. Here, you're not buying something that's only going to last you 2 days, unless, of course, you buy certain things like memberships, obviously. Because memberships, for example, Game Pass, when you buy it here, they give you, say, a month, in this case, 3 months. With other memberships, it might be less or more. But when you buy a game directly, like Minecraft, GTA, or games like that, you're getting the game outright. The game is yours forever. It's not like they're going to take it away from you or anything like that. And once you redeem it, you just have to claim it on the platform you want, and that's it. You'll be able to play. By the way, there's also something really important that just came to mind now that I see GTA 5 here. It reminds me that you need to keep in mind that some games are available on different platforms. For example, GTA is on the Rockstar Games platform, but it's also on Epic Games and on Steam. So in this case, you need to check which platform it's for, because in this case, it's for Rockstar Games. But it could be that this same game is sold to you at a better price or a worse price, but for the Steam platform, for example. And really, there's not much difference between each one. The only thing that changes a bit is the design of the page when you go to redeem it. But that's about it, nothing beyond that. Like it says here, the code will be sent to you digitally. Remember, they don't sell physical games here, they sell digital games. That's why they can afford to offer such low prices. It's not like a game is going to be shipped to your house, unless there's a specific product that happens to have that option. But for the vast majority, these are completely digital and virtual products. They're not giving you any physical product here. Nothing is going to arrive at your home. These are codes that are sent to your email, and you activate them on the platform, whether it's Rockstar Games, Steam, Epic Games, or any other platform out there.